now when you get a divorce, all of a sudden it costs like 50 grand a month to give a kid Fruit Loops. And decided I wasn't going to leave, and I just attacked everything that they loved.
Can women be funny?
This is going to be interesting.
What are we even watching?
Today we're going to be watching Bill Burr destroying people compilation. Because I've seen a lot of people comment on my old Bill Burr videos and I came across this randomly, so I was like, oh hell yeah. He's always sassiest off script in my opinion. Let's get into it.
In your head. It looks good.
When did I start shaving? Well, I shaved it. I had my first special. I had it shaved.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah.
When I saw you in New York for the Patrice
I'm glad
thing.
you liked it. I see you losing the roof.
Lying bitch. We saw some stand up where he had hair.
There in the back,
Yeah,
you'll be right there with me.
I'll be there
We'll do a buddy cop show.
Exactly.
Right? Two balding old guys.
Exactly.
Going after some hairy criminal. I'm not a big fan of Steve Jobs, personally.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
See?
I just don't understand
Hair. Right there. He has hair.
what the big deal was with that guy. I don't get it.
He's like Edison. I don't know. He invented all this stuff that everybody. What are you talking about?
Did he? Did he sit down and like, I'm going to invent the iPhone and just sat there soldering, possibly welding, right? Didn't he
Possibly welding. That's me trying to understand anything about that kind of stuff too.
have like a crew of guys helping him out?
Sure, maybe he did.
So why, when he went to those nerd fests, didn't he have like a chorus of scientists behind him who helped him out too? He walked out like he was Tesla, like tapping into electricity.
I'm not with you.
I think he just kind of like told people what to invent. Like he just.
Yeah, kinda. Same with Elon Musk. Or Elon Musk is way worse. At least Steve Jobs did get involved. But that's why in like Japan and others, they have like the team come up on stage a lot of the time. I kind of like that better.
Just kind of came in like, I want my whole music collection in that phone. Get on it! And then all these nameless, faceless guys made it happen.
Yeah.
And then they have the big nerd concert, and he goes out there by himself. No belt, sneakers on. I just didn't buy it.
Yeah, Steve Jobs is a conspiracy theory. Sorry, that's like funny.
I'm a loner, man. I don't like people. So.
Yeah, you're not lying.
I don't.
Deeply relatable, honestly.
I don't.
Yeah, I know.
This Fifth Avenue during Christmas time, the thoughts that go through my head. The thoughts that go through my head. I just want to chop that tree down and watch it land on people as I walk over their head.
No!
I do.
That was the
Sorry.
holiday season.
I know.
No.
I knew I wasn't going to stick to that. I was trying to be happy. I was trying to be happy. When you
He's never happy. He's never happy, only angry.
took it out on Philly because they were a bad crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Your famous rant,
Yep.
which you've since said you like Philadelphia, and that wasn't the issue. You were just giving...
People in Philly don't even remember. Basically, if you haven't seen it, I was doing a show for the Opie and Anthony radio program, and they had this show called The Traveling Virus, and we were doing these like 10,000 seaters, and we went to Philly, and they're notorious for booing people, and they booed the first guy off stage, and I went on like 3 hours after that. So by the time I got up there, it was a complete shit show. And I don't know, they started booing and I snapped
Why is a whole like place known for booing people? That's weird.
and decided I wasn't going to leave, and I just attacked everything that they loved.
Can women be funny?
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, of course. Will you guys just fucking grow up and just sit down and write your own horse shit and come up with it? Start your own fucking show. Have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do shit for you. That's the fucking problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never fucking let me in. I'd start my own shit. You guys got to start your own shit. You got brains in there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So write your own shit and quit your fucking whining. We're all eating a giant shit sandwich out here. Nobody cares. I don't care. Well, when was the last time you went on stage and you killed so hard the person after you bombed? If you're fucking doing that on a regular basis, people are gonna notice regardless of what you have between your legs. You know, I feel bad for right now,
Okay, that
McDonald's.
was actually way more reasonable than I thought that was gonna be. So fun. Way harsher.
I feel bad for them.
Why would you feel that?
Because they backpedaled. They allowed fat people to blame them. And it's just over. The second they made the salad, it was over. It was over. They said, you know what? It's our fault. It's our fault. It's our fault you're fat. It isn't. Everybody knows it's fattening. You don't order 50 sandwiches, right?
I think the the main thing wasn't even just it's fattening. It's just like they put some crazy shit in those sandwiches. Like McDonald's, like back before for more food safety. It's stricter in Oz, but like put some crazy shit in that food that you shouldn't eat.
But they're a business. If you order it, they're gonna give it to you. That's not their fault.
That's true.
Yeah, and then you think that's it right there. Once they invented it,
McDonald's is for when you
admit
get.
it.
It's for kids and for when you get hammered. That's what it is. You go in there, you eat, you get the bread in you.
See,
Yeah,
that's the thing. I don't mind whatever they want to sell as long as it won't kill you. They're not feeding you poison practically. As long as they label what's like in it, I don't give a fuck. It's the same with like well, it's Burger King for you guys, but just Hungry Jack's here. They have big burgers compared to McDonald's here, but I don't give a fuck because they label the kilojoules calories. So at least you know what you're doing, and as long as you know what you're doing, you can make a decision, and then it's not anyone's fault but yours because you decided to eat it.
At some point I was going to make a point here. That's why I keep looking at here, and I just realized I'm blocking myself out of the camera. I love that you have the jib camera for this, like it's an action movie. Let's swoop in at these two guys sitting in these unbelievably small chairs. I literally feel like I'm going to fall onto the floor. This is insane. You really went all out with the audience, though. They got full-size adult chairs.
Yeah, they are pretty skinny dudes, like especially the guy on the right, and he takes up most of his chair.
Are these like from the 20s before they had like horse tranquilizers in our food when everybody was like 5'1"? Yeah,
And nothing's making you mad? Nothing.
Oh, things upset me. Yes. I don't know. I don't want to look. I fly a lot, and there's this whole new thing of generation of people that take their socks and their shoes off on the plane. You got to look at their smelly feet, and then they'll literally stand up and they will walk into a commercial airline bathroom. Yeah, use it and then walk and sit back down again.
That's not right.
Yeah, if I was a dictator, those people would be eliminated.
Okay, to be fair, I take off my shoes on a plane. I've only flown once, but just so you know, the likelihood of swelling rises if you wear your shoes. And women are more likely to get swollen feet in that. And a lot of people in my family get it, so that's why I took them off. And I still got a slightly swollen feet, so I was like, God damn it. But yeah, I do it. But I wear like sandals when I'm on a plane, so.
I knew the second I saw the Christmas lights, I was like, I'm going to bomb. This is not bombing. Not my vibe.
No, this is festive. This is it. You're allowed to do this.
It's not festive. It's fake. Okay.
No.
And you stick it in a box, and then you take it back out and you staple it up next year. That's what you do.
I love this dude texting for the entire interview. It's just trying to keep the attentions of millennials. It's like impossible. Look at him. He's already got the chains. He's probably got his own record label. He's like making deals as we speak. He's got championship rings on. I don't know what you're doing, dude, but I want your life, man. You're crushing it.
So are you in the process?
I cannot get comfortable in this fucking chair. This is just like one of the worst things. This should be like in a museum, is like the prototype. This is what, this was the awful level of comfort. We went from a log to this, and then eventually they got cushions. It's another guy looking at his phone. I swear to God. Dude, the day Jesus comes back, if he ever does, if he's even a real person, like 90% of people are going to miss it. They're going to walk right. He's going to be walking on water, and immediately walking by him. They're not even going to see it. Oh, yeah, and there's a drop-off in fame for Jesus at that point. Everyone was paying attention. Now no one gives a shit. Oh, there we go. No, but now this is like the ego one. Now I'm going to be sitting above you.
Yeah,
you got to come with two. It's fine. It's fine. Sir, the one comedy through line that's working here is me shitting on this chair. Why would you take that from me? You're just totally going against the grain. I understand it. But you got on camera, so I think you get paid, even though this is online. You see Sugar Shane Halsey, one of the greatest boxers of all time.
I love that pretty much his stick is, I hate everything.
He's losing his championship belt in a divorce. Losing, yeah. It's like you're trying to break a man. Why does she want those? Right?
Break a man.
They go with their shoes.
Let's be honest, he's an athlete, so 10-10, he got a young mistress. I don't know the story, but I'm going to assume. So she's punching anything.
No, and I love how when you get a divorce, all of a sudden it costs like $50 grand a month to give a kid Fruit Loops. Right? These guys, I'm telling telling you, there is an epidemic of gold-digging whores in this country. And it's just not being addressed on any level.
Your character has.
I think the problem is too, they take how much you spend on your kids' buffet, and a lot of these people, the like famous people, spend so much money, so they take that in consideration, and that kind of bones you later, I guess.
Has a lot of tats.
Yeah.
Do you get those put on? You have a tat that says.
Oh, no. I have this. That's all my ink. I have this mic on, so.
Yeah, that's all right.
Be a gentleman and help me out with my.
Hey, Cody, can you believe that marriage didn't work out? Gee, I can't believe your relationships don't work out.
We recently got a pit bull, which
Love that she just rolled with the joke and she thought it was hilarious too.
I know a lot of people don't like because they ate a couple of kids. I understand. They're great dogs, unless you're a bad owner. If you're a psycho, which I am, you can mess them up. I didn't realize that dogs feed off your vibes. No. Like if you're cool, if you're chill, they're chilling. If you're sleeping, they're sleeping. But if you're a psycho like me and you're watching the game on TV and you're screaming at the ref like, you gotta be shitting me! I didn't realize the dog was in the corner being like, yeah, you gotta be shitting.
Being a mother is the hardest job out there.
Most difficult job in the Oprah said
Oh, I've seen that one.
that.
Oprah said that, yeah. Has your opinion on that phrase changed at all since
No.
you've had a kid?
No. It's not the most difficult job on the planet. It just isn't. Dude, I did roofing in July. As a redhead, I almost died. There's people that work on like oil. What was that movie that guy made? The oil, the fucking, they
There Will Be
drill
Blood?
oil. What is it?
There Will Be Blood?
Not There Will Be Blood. The out in the ocean, they would drill. I can never remember the names.
Deepwater.
Mark Wahlberg was
Deepwater
there.
Horizon, yeah.
Those guys were working on an oil rig. The fucking thing blows up. They're on fire. They got to jump into water that's on fire. Salty water into their wounds. You got to swim out of that oil and fire and then tread water, praying to God that the Coast Guard is going to get there before the sharks do. Now talk to me about a toddler. Oh, he was so fussy today. He wouldn't eat his peas.
What's up with all
To be fair, okay, that doesn't happen every day, but yes, I do think there's harder jobs, parents, I think I said last time, but I would have to say, like, people take the easiest part of toddlers and children and put it against the hardest part of jobs, but, like, the hardest part of children, I'd have to say, it's like some of them don't sleep, or they fuck up your sleep, like they say, it's, like, akin to torture, and it's just, they don't let you sleep. Like, one of my nieces would go, like, days without sleeping. It was insane. Like, and apparently that's not uncommon. Some kids just go through spouts of insomnia. And I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Just put them in a cage? It can be really annoying. But there is a lot of hard jobs out there. Like some crazy ones, honestly. So the idea it's the hardest is a bit wild.
All these white kids now walking around trying to act like they're like gangster rappers. It's irritating. It's like everywhere I go, man. I figure I'd just be here in the city where you got a good mix of people.
160p and him young.
I'll be like in the middle of Kansas, though. Like the whitest state ever. There'll be some howdy-doody looking white kid like me. I'm thinking this is one of my peeps. Somebody I can have a conversation with. All of a sudden, he's just like, yo, what's up, kid? What's up, kid? I just want to be like, nothing much, Brad. You keeping it real in Wichita? How the fuck are you going to be a gangster in a state, say, like Nebraska? Wouldn't you be, like, all hardcore about your crop? Just in there, yo, shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking corn wasn't wrong, motherfucking scarecrows too.
Where did they get this clip? The Internet Archive? This is ancient.
Over and shit, you know what I'm saying, son? I just want to be like, dude, you're white. Go to the Gap, give into it. Buy some Dockers, and come home.
I've been going to gun stores, and
Oh my God!
I have, and these rednecks are all telling me the same thing because I didn't grow up with guns. So they're just going, all right, you never had a gun, you want to get yourself a shotgun. It's got a great spread. That's what they keep saying. It's got a great spread. You don't even got to aim it. You got a problem, you just sort of whip around. You get the guy, right? I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, I just want to shoot the guy. I don't have to do like a bunch of drywall work. Reframe my diploma. So I didn't think Lance owed anybody. He didn't do anything to me. You know what he did for me?
he raised $500 million for cancer research. That's what that lie did. Yeah, it was great. And everybody had the bands on. Remember the bands? Sure. Right? That blocked out the sun, right?
No, it wasn't to block out the sun.
No risk cancer?
Yeah.
The whole thing was annoying, and I hated how Oprah was interviewing him and acting like she was dumbfounded that this guy would do this. Like, she's been in show business for 35 years, and she can't, like, wrap her head around some guy doing whatever it takes to get to the next level. Didn't she, for the first 5 years, have, like, midgets who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend? And she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, but she didn't have the power to say no, so she wrote it out. And then when she could make a good decision, she did a show. But she stood on the heads of those little people for 5 years.
Oh my fucking God.
Until she got, and then she's sitting there apart from this guy like.
How does he know so much about Oprah, huh? That's what I'm curious about.
So how could you? You know exactly what he's doing.
Oh, not hamburger assistant again. Why can't Mom make dinner?
Ask her. She's the one who abandoned her post. Now after doing all the lady work, I gotta leave to go do some man work. And is anybody gonna get me flowers and tell me I'm beautiful? No. No one's out there marching for old Frank Murphy. He just watches the sands of his miserable life gather at his feet while his wife, the modern woman, throws on a pantsuit every morning and just... There's my worker bee.
What is your go-to dance move when challenged?
I
Waiting
actually did really like that show.
the director to say cut.
That was my go-to dance move.
Well, I'll tell you, when I saw my kid, it wasn't, I didn't have, like, everybody was like, you're gonna burst down crying, you're gonna blah, blah, blah. I was, like, scared of it. Like, I was just sitting there like, hey, yeah, buddy, like, I didn't want to touch it. And then, like, afterwards, they give it to me, and I'm hanging with her for the first time, and I'm feeling nothing. And I literally put my head down on the bassinet. I'm going, oh, my God, I'm a serial killer. Like, I don't feel things.
Some people it does take a while for my understanding. Like, I don't grow attached to my nieces and nephews like straight away. Some people are like really attached right away to like kids and stuff. I'm just like, eat potato, eat less potato. Oh look, he's a chubby potato. It's like some people you need to make a connection with kids. That is fair because he's like not a family member. He's like, bro, you're gonna get arrested.
So, Bill, do you Google yourself? Because I was like Googling the show.
No, God knows.
I was Googling the show.
I get trashed enough on Twitter. Do you know what I did the show last night? This is how like the millennials are, right? Somebody, I was wearing this exact same thing. You know, I'm on the road, so I got a nice stain on my shirt.
The millennials.
So I was wearing this exact same thing. I go on Twitter, and somebody wrote, you know, Bill Burr last night dressed like an out-of-shape Jerry Seinfeld.
What?
So, like, yeah, I wrote back. I can't say what I wrote back. I wrote back.
You did?
So-and-so. Yeah, it's like, why don't you heckle me when you...
Because no balls. Because if you heckle them while you're there, then he gets to respond and destroy you emotionally. It's better to say things on Twitter, because that's when you pretend to have big balls. Yeah, guys, what did you think of this compilation? More Bill Burr. I'm going to do one more stand-up of his that I have lined up, that I have saved. What else should we be watching? What other comedy shows should we have a look at? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like if you want to see more reactions. Yay! I'll catch you next time, my delinquents.